Hello. Um, the sunrise is rising, my queens and kings and non-binary royalty. So we gotta talk about this. If you are, if you are recovering or you're experiencing this too, if you are a people pleaser and you're sensitive like me, then this is for you. As I grew up as a people pleaser, I should say, I really catered towards people's perceptions of me, like men's perceptions or what people think I need to be, right? Whether I'm being too much or too little or not enough, and I would try to like mold myself into their own reality, their own image of me, and I associated that with a sense of safety, with a sense of fitting in. And that's important. Like all of us need human connection. It's vital for our survival. Wow, I did not mean to rhyme. Yeah, it gave me an illusion of safety because if you think about it, even if you think you're doing the right thing, you're still being judged no matter what. So what's the point of caring what people think of you? And what's the point of being a people pleaser if you're being judged no matter what, right? Like I could be, for example, I could be catering to my mother's opinion of maybe like getting married and having children, right? Like she wants some grandbabies and I'm like, good for you, mom, but I could cater to her once for me, but then maybe another friend of me is like, wait, that's not you at all. What are you doing? But yet again, it is my choice. It's my choice to make a big decision like that, to commit to literally raising another human being. That's huge. All in all, how others think of me become none of my business. It's not my business to know. And I kind of mentioned this in my video of how to stop overthinking, which I'm still practicing. I keep rewatching that video because I'm trying to remember that we're all like learning as we're going. While you're watching this, I'm also learning this too. How you feel about me has nothing to do with me, right? And I think that's been a huge affirmation for me because they only know 1/10 of me and they are perceiving me based on their own reality of things, right? Like I talked about in another video that we perceive things based on our own reality, and that's how we can kind of stop overthinking. If you don't like me, if you don't agree with me, that's completely okay. Oh, confirmation birds. They were saying, thank you, birds. How others thought of me became my business when I really did not know myself. When I did not go inward and examine my heart, examine my soul, who I want to be in this world, who I need to be to me was my most authentic self. So I depended on the opinions of other people to define me, to make choices of who I need to be. And so once I started reclaiming like who I am, like back in December, I realized a lot of things have been shifting. It tests relationships. It tests the relationships that relied on you fitting into an image of them. And that's the thing though, it's like I enabled that. I have to take responsibility of that. I enabled that because that was me before, but it's okay for the relationship to evolve. So when I commit to myself, not everyone is going to like that. Not everyone is going to like that I choose myself to choose my most authentic being, but then it's going to attract people who love that, and I'm going to attract people who are trying to also become their most authentic self, and we can learn and grow together and share our differences, like just respect our differences and learn from them. I think that's such a beautiful thing about being human is that we're so different and we can learn so many things from each other but not project what they need to be. Another thing about when people talk about you is that what they're saying behind your back or talking about you in general is that most of the time it has something to do with their own heart, what they hold inside, right? Like how I mentioned before. And also, they're trying their best to feel seen and heard by those around them, but they cannot find the peace in themselves to sit with their own reality, their own image of themselves, their own chaos, anxiety. They need to have control over a certain situation. And so It's so easy to seek control by talking about other people and finding conclusions and over examining 1/10 of the picture most of the time. Yeah, not everyone's gonna like you choosing yourself because it goes against the projections and fears they're putting onto you, and they don't like that you aren't listening to them. They don't like that their image of you is uncertain and it's kind of out of control for them. You're unpredictable in that way. They don't know what you're thinking. They don't know who you are, and so it can be triggering for them. So the thing is let them talk. Let them talk behind your back. Let them sit and talk. Let them talk. Let them talk to other people because they're just going to talk. They're not walking like you. You're walking, you're doing your thing. But if they're just sitting and talking with other people, let them do that because the thing is that they're not probably examining who they are inside, who they want to be inside. So they have the time. They rely on relationships that also are relied on talking about other people. That's the way that they connect, right? And so let them do that. Let them stay connected to one another like that. They don't give themselves the time to ask themselves, why am I so triggered by someone who is simply living their best life, right? But if you're watching this, you have the beautiful opportunity, and I'm so proud of you, by the way, for watching this. Like, you have the beautiful opportunity to do that for yourself, right? If you're talking about other people behind your back, you're human. You're human. And you now have the opportunity to do that for yourself. Why are you talking about other people? Why are you triggered by a certain reaction from someone? And why do you feel like you have to talk about it with other people? Like you are a whole universe inside, as what Amy Lee says, another YouTuber. You are a whole universe. You are made out of stars and planets and galaxies, like the same components as the stars, I should say, and the galaxies. So yeah, you are organic matter. So, what is your true, most authentic self? Another thing is that the tricky part about this concept, about this way of being, is that it's also very, very important to not be attached by positive opinions because you see, I can easily, we can easily attach our self worth onto positive opinions and who we also need to be, right? What we're good at. Maybe you get like an A+ on your math test and you're like, wait, I'm actually very good, but maybe it doesn't make you happy, right? But teachers are like, oh my God, you should be a mathematician, but that's not aligned with you. You know what I mean? So that's why it's so important to preserve my authenticity, not be attached by positive opinions, right? As well as negative, but also positive opinions about me because it's my responsibility. It is my responsibility to preserve who I am, to know who I am, and it's no one else's responsibility. And once I like let them take that, once I rely on the positive opinions around me, the validation around me, then they're going to choose who I am. They're going to choose for me. They're going to choose the opinions. They're going to choose the choices for me. Choose the choices. It is our business to sit with ourselves, to be present with our anxiety, for it to speak for itself, let it have its space, rather than speaking out our anxieties, if that makes sense. I mean, there's a difference between talking to someone, like a trusted someone, versus redirecting that anxiety onto gossiping or into negative judgment or positive judgment too. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still discovering. What do you guys think? Please disagree with me. We can have a discussion over this. But yeah, I can always share heart to heart with people. I love heart to hearts. That's my love language. I love meaningful conversations, but at times I really yearn just to sit with my own heart. Oh gosh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I yearn to sit with my heart and be present in my own being and just express myself by creating and doing and just seeing the beautiful world around me and just be so grateful. for these lessons and for trusting in myself, for relying on myself, even if people disagree with me or disagree with my path. So, yes, I hope this helped. I really do. I hope we're on this journey together. We are a community here on this channel. And this is supposed to be a very compassionate space, a very vulnerable space to be human as we dissect and unravel the narratives that we told ourselves. So, yes, thank you so much for today. Thank you for being here with me. I hope this helped you in some way. And yeah, if you want to join really beautiful, meaningful conversations, then I encourage you to give it this like and subscribe so more people can discover. And then you can also just stay in tuned with our journey. This is our journey. Like, I feel like as I'm becoming this person, we are also becoming. Like, this community is becoming, right? It's, I don't know what this is leading to, but I really feel like it's becoming something. But I don't know it yet, but it's becoming something. So I hope you have a beautiful day, evening, and night. Hey, oh, hey, oh. I hope you're doing it with me. Hey. So, okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.